Well, it is great to be with you guys here at, is it Kolas? Is that right? Kolas? All right. This is my first time here, and I think Steve's first time, so it's great. Y'all give Steve Bridgman another hand, would you? For being here tonight and singing with us. So we road tripping today all the way from Nashville, Tennessee, and just had a great time on the way up here. So we're thankful to be with you guys tonight. We're, like I said, Facebook Living from two places tonight, here from the store Facebook, is that right? And then I think we're on to bring here some music, Facebook Live as well. So it is great to be with you guys. I want to do a song. I am from originally from a little small town in South Alabama. And thank you. We grew up. I grew up. My granddad had cows and hay fields, and we grew up with horses. And I don't just wear this hat for show. It's the real deal. It's who I am. Jade and I have a couple of horses now as well, and so we enjoy that. We live in Nashville, so we live a busy life and don't get to see them as much as we'd like, but it's our love and passion, third to God, obviously first, and music and our children and our family. But we enjoy that, and I grew up with a strong family influence on both sides of my family, and so we obviously had a huge musical influence as well. And so on the Harrison side, if you were to stroll into the small town of Thomasville, Alabama, and ask about the Harrisons, most people there would say, except for the younger ones maybe, but most people would say, well, that's that singing family or that singing bunch. And so, yeah, we had family quartets growing up, so I grew up singing in family quartets, and at family get-togethers on both sides of my family. Music was a strong influence, and gospel music and good country music. So it was a great fit for me to mix those two together, and my, that influence of gospel music and church music mixed with country as well. So we love what we're doing. We feel called by God to do what we're doing, and we hope you enjoy this. I tell you, this song, when I first moved to Nashville, I was at a writing session and sat down and writing, and we got to talking about and reminiscing about our childhood coming up at our grandparents' house, and just the fun that we had spending time there, and kids going and playing tackle football outside in the yard, and then running inside and eating some great food and just having a great time, spending time together. And we did that on both sides. We did a lot of work at my dad's side of the family in the hay fields and where I learned to drive, but we always had everybody gathered around the table to eat and have a good time. And so at this right, we got to talking about those things and how moments like that don't much happen anymore, and we don't get to spend or take the time to spend around the table much anymore. We live in a fast-paced world in society to where we have to go. And we do the same thing, and I mentioned that to you just a while ago. We have such busy lives that we don't even get to enjoy our horses as much as we'd like to. But that's the world that we live in. And so I think we got to talking about how important that was to us coming up as children, to have that time with family around the table. And so we sat down and said, we need to write this. We need to write this song. And so we did, and this song means the world to me. I hope it will to you as well, when you reminisce about your time around the table. That's the name of the song. Stamped on the underside, American made 1939. I must have read it 100 times while I played underneath. And we'd grab a quilt or two and throw them across and dive into our tent in Grandma's dining room till it was time to eat. And Mama handed it down to me, but it's not used like it used to be. And it used to hear our prayers at dinner every night, and it caught all my tears the day that Grandma died. And life keeps us on the run. We sit down when we're able, but we sure could use a little more time around the table. Amen? Is that true or what? Sofa arms and TV trays couldn't hold one yesterday. Turkey dinners and birthday cakes, chicken after church. Now it sits there collecting dust, and sometimes I swear it's still calling us. It used to hear our prayers at dinner every night, and it caught all my tears the day that Grandma died. Life keeps us on the run. We sit down when we're able, but we sure could use a little more time around the table. Life keeps us on the run. We sit down when we're able, but we sure could use a little more time. Yeah, we sure could use just a little more time around the table. Dinner's ready, the table's set. Close your eyes and bow your head. Amen. Well, there's still country on both sides of that city limit sign. You can see that cross from every corner of the county line. Downtown Main Street, where the sinners and God meet. And there's two lanes coming in, there's two lanes going out. The church right off the square, where our faith revolves around. If you blink, you'll drive right through. If you don't, you'll see a few hard-working, honest as the days long people that don't put nothing higher than the steeple. They built the bank and the courthouse when that tornado hit. If the devil was aiming for that pulpit, I tell you, man, he missed downtown Main Street, where the sinners and God meet. And there's two lanes coming in, there's two lanes going out. The church right off the square, where our faith revolves around. If you blink, you'll drive right through. If you don't, you'll see a few hard working, honest as the day's long people that don't put nothing higher than a steeple. There's a bunch of dots like us all over your and McNally map. You can't lose yourself if you know where you're at. There's 2 lanes coming in, there's 2 lanes going out. The church right off the square where our faith revolves around. If you blink, you'll drive right through. If you don't, you'll see a few hard working, honest as the day's long people that don't put nothing higher than a steeple, that don't put nothing higher than a steeple. There's still country on both sides of that city limit sign. Is that better? How's the sound? We don't want it to be too loud. Is it okay? All right. Good deal. Good deal. Let me tell you a little story. I know we got just a time for a couple more, and I want to sing. Go ahead and sing this song right now. We are excited that we about our brand new album. It has just been sent off to print. Unfortunately, the bad news is we don't have any hard copies tonight. We were hoping that we would, but that was not able to happen. So what we do have are download cards that you can go to the website at BrentHarrisonMusic.com, and you can type in, click on the download button right there on the very first page, and go through that whole process. Type in your code, and it will let it download to your computer or your phone or whatever you're on. And then if you do that tonight, then you'll not only get a download, but we will mail you a hard copy CD as well when they come in. So if you're interested in doing that, CJ, my beautiful redhead wife right here, and we'll get you set up for that. But we're really, really excited. We signed the record deal with Red Hen Records, and it's a Christian country division of Day Wind. And so we're really, really excited about that. Rick and Micah Swinesburg produced this album. And so we just had a great time. Jade and I met about a little over 2 years ago, and immediately had a strong connection. And it's interesting what that connection was. We each had a strong sense of home. You notice that a lot of the songs that I've sang already reference home. I was blessed to be raised where I was, as I'm sure you feel that same way. And so home means a lot to me, and it means a lot to her. And immediately, those feelings bore witness with one another. We obviously knew and felt the spiritual connection, but we had a strong sense of home. And so as our relationship began to cultivate and grow, and we began to date, then that just began to be magnified. And we knew we were raised a lot of the same way, and there was just a strong connection of home. So when I asked this beautiful woman to marry me, I immediately, as a singer-songwriter, wanted to give her a song, and wanted to kind of put what I just told you into a time capsule, if you will, in the form of a song that would last forever. And so I began to write, and I began to think back to my childhood, again, growing up at my parents' house, and just thought about the different things that happened that matched up with the connection that we had. And so I wrote the song. She didn't know anything about it. And so on the day of our wedding, we are sitting there, and I turn around and grab my guitar and sing the song to her. And if you go on our website, you'll not only see a picture, if you go on the Facebook page, you'll not only see a picture of that song being sung and her reaction, which is priceless, by the way. And you'll see that, but if you go on the website, you can see a live video of that day in our wedding. And so we got to searching for songs for the album. And of course, I immediately knew I wanted this song to go on the album. And so it did, it made the cut, and so we got it on the album. And then on the day that we were recording, magic took over. God just musically just took that thing and just took it to a place that we never imagined it would go. And so we got to talking and praying about that, and I said, and we all agreed, Rick and Micah and Jade and I both agreed, said, this has to be the title cut of the album. This encompasses not only y'all and your ministry and your music, but it encompasses the whole album. And so that's the name of the album. It's called Being Home. And I hope and pray that tonight that you are home. And when I say that, I mean, I hope you have those same feelings of the one you're with, or some relationship in your life that you have, that you can say that about your relationship. But more than that, I hope and pray that tonight you are at home with Jesus, and that he resides. The Bible says he dwells in our hearts. And I hope that you're at home with him in your life. Because, and see, God also wants us to be at home with him right now on a relational level. See, God is a relational God, and he desires a relationship with us. Listen to this song, if you would. It's the title track of the brand new album. It's called Being Home. I was lost when you found me, all alone, tired and empty. You fill me up again and again with every little kiss. And I'm such a lucky man to hold your heart in my hands. And you fill me up again and again with every little grin. Your love's like riding my bike up and down the driveway, singing at the top of my lungs, trying all night not to open my eyes, knowing Santa's gonna come. Yeah, you're like coffee on the back porch, riding my first quarter horse all summer long. No, there ain't nothing like the feeling of being home. Amen. They say home is where the heart is, and you know I believe it. You had me feeling just like a kid, the very first kiss. Your love's like riding my bike up and down the driveway, singing at the top of my lungs, Yeah, you're like coffee on the back porch, or riding my first quarter horse all summer long. No, there ain't nothing like the feeling of being home. Looking in your eyes, I swear it's the truth. Can't live a single day without you. 'Cause your love's like riding my bike up and down the driveway, singing at the top of my lungs, trying all night not to open my eyes, knowing Santa's gonna come. Yeah, you're like coffee on the back porch, riding my first quarter horse all summer long. No, there ain't nothing like the feeling of being home. No, there ain't nothing like the feeling of being home. And baby, I'm home. Amen. Thank you so much. I tell you, we good? All right, y'all come on up. We're going to take a little break, and then we'll be back in just a little bit. All right, thank you for being here.